Hey guys, how's it going? Lagbro here. So with the new Atlas in 3.9, there's a new way of getting Shaper and Elder Guardians, which is map drops from tier 14 plus bosses, or you can get them in Zana missions. Considering this, I thought I'd make a short science project of running 100 Zana missions from the prophecies. Zana is the only master that doesn't have any scarabs, so you gotta do prophecies. So I thought I'd proc 100 and see how much currency we can make out of that. The prophecies I bought for between 8 and 10 chaos each. And here's the calculations. So we started out buying the prophecies. I averaged 9. We bought them some from 8, some from for 10. So 900 chaos for the prophecies. I also bought 100 tier 16 maps. Just bought the cheapest ones for 5 chaos. I bought Orb of Horizons, and this is because tier 16 maps only have 3 bases they can turn into. They can turn into Summit, they can turn into Promenade, and they can turn into Carcass. So doing it this way, it's really easy to run like one area with sextants instead of having to look up what area we're running and stuff like that. So you can just sextant one area and run it. Alchemy Orbs for the maps. It actually turned out we had to run 314 maps to proc 100 Zanas. So Alchemy Orbs to alch them, Chisels to alch 214 of the maps, because I was doing some other testing as well, and some Chaos Orbs for rerolls, so we don't have to run like Reflect. So the spendings were 1,838 Chaos, or 12.3 Exalts, with Exalts being 150 Chaos each. So how we ran it was I started running 100 maps, the 100 I bought, with simple sextants. We chiseled all the maps and we sextanted them with 4 simple sextants. And these are the map returns we got. So we got 33 tier 14, 33 tier 15, and 102 tier 16s. So with simple sextants, we sustained the tier 16s. So you can basically like not count in the map price in this one, because we're sustaining. Then I ran another 100, and this time I did it without sextants and without chisels, so we just alched and go. As you can see, the map returns are quite a bit lower. For some reason we got more tier 15s, but yeah. And then for the last prophecies, I had like 30-ish left. We needed 114 maps to complete that, and we did that chiseled and with awakened sextants. And we also, if we landed a really good sextant, like say Nemesis monsters drop 3 additional currency, we actually invested some to get more rare monsters into that map. So let's say like you run Legion or you run Beyond or something like that to get more into the maps. And these are the total results. So we did 314 maps. We got 100-ish tier 14s, 130 tier 15s, and 272 tier 16s back. So the net is we actually used like 28 maps to complete these. So for the profits, so I'm not counting the maps in profit. You can sell your tier 14s and 15s for 4 to 5 chaos if you want to, and make a bit of currency back there. So for the earnings or the income we made 126 stack decks in total. You can see the difference between simple sextants, no sextants, and awakened sextants here as well. Like everything is more on the awakened sextant side. So in like pure currency, we made 1,080 chaos. So this is the number of them we dropped. So we dropped like 2,000 jewelers, and everything converted is 1,080 chaos. Other drops that are also currency related, fossils, these are all counted in chaos, by the way. So fossils, ancient orbs, jewels. We got a lot more jewels than this, but I'm not gonna sell my searching eye jewels and hypnotic eye jewels and stuff like that. So I just counted them in the beginning, but I'm not gonna count them after. Assorted currency, that is like Orb of Annulments, Divine Orbs, exalts. In the first 100 maps, we didn't get a single exalt, so that's why this is low. We got 1 exalt in the second 100, and then in the last 114, we got 5 exalts. So this is why this number is huge. Oils, we don't count low. I don't count low currency oils, like anything under 3 chaos is not counted in here. So this is basically gold, silver, opalescent, and black oils. Basically, some crimson soil maybe. Splinters, that is both Legion splinters and also the splinters for breaches. Catalysts, that is dropped from metamorphs. Blighted maps, we got 3 blighted maps in the first one and 2 in the third one. 6-link unique, I think we got 2 6-link uniques in the first one, or we got 3 6-link uniques in the first 100 actually. So 3 divine orbs. We got an empower 3. Divination cards, we didn't get any like good divination cards, nor unique maps, or any scarabs really. We got a few divination cards. We got a for the empower 4 card, I think, here, which is like almost an X. Unique maps. So these unique maps are also the rewritten memories and distant memories, the synthesis map bosses or the synthesis bosses. So they're counted in there. And scarabs. This is because with Awakened Sextants, you can get the possessed enemies drop a gilded scarab. So we got that one a couple of times. We used a couple of the torment scarabs to get extra tormented spirits. And we got 3 gilded scarabs back in return on that. And the Legion scarabs are almost 50 chaos, or like 45 chaos each. So that number is quite big. So for the currency drops, and also in the last 114 maps, we got 2 Cortex maps. I'm gonna show a clip of that because that was fucking crazy. We got one inside the Zana mission. We killed the boss, got in inside the Zana mission. Left the Zana mission and completed the map, which we find the Zana mission in, and got a Cortex map in that as well. And they sell for 400 chaos each. So that was insane. So the currency is 5006 chaos, or 133. Well, wait, actually, a tiny bit more there. So 33.37 exalts from just basically pure currency. So already we're 20x plus, and now comes the fragments. So in these maps, we ended up with 81 fragments. There's no difference in how many fragments you get from running with sextants or without sextants. This is just RNG, and there's just Zana isn't affected by sextants. So we got 81 fragments. They're selling for Minotaurs 50, Chimera 48, Hydra 30, Phoenix 38. This is when I did it. This like 1 or 2 days ago. And these are the Elder fragments. And that made us almost 3,000 chaos, or almost 20 exalts. So our total earnings are 40.69 exalts in 314 maps. I think this took me around 15 hours to do. So the exalt or chaos gain per hour isn't huge, but it's safe. It's safe money. It's easy to do, and you can just add like a Zana prophecy every time you're doing maps. The big downside with this is you can't do any other master missions, because then you can't proc your Zanas. So after doing this, I have a shit ton of master missions. So you can see I still have 71 INRs. I have almost 100 Alvas, 84 Nikos, and 56 Jun, and 56 Zanas. So, I mean, doing it this way, you'll build up a master mission pool, which you can then use. So I'm gonna start like doing my Iron Horse and doing my Zanas now, the other ones. So what I did this with is a cast on crit assassin with a headhunter. The reason I can't show off all the fragments I had is because I invested some of the money to buy a headhunter like halfway in to speed up the process. And that's basically it. Would I recommend you doing Zana missions, buy the prophecies and do them? Probably not, unless you're like done with your Ironhearts, you're done with your Juns, you're done with your Zanas and Nikos. If you're delving, if you're not delving, then don't bother with it. After you're done with all your red ones, yeah, you could buy Zanas and do them. They're profitable, definitely, and they will help you with map sustain. If you're gonna do them, however, do run them with Sextants. Preferably Awakened Sextants, because you can get Juns in there, you can get Nemesis monsters drop additional currency, you can get Legion encounters. So really use Sextants. Always use Sextants, I'd say, in red maps. Always use them. And this science project, I did this with the old system of spawning Guardians, where you had a much lower chance of spawning influence if you were running the same map over and over again. And for the first 250 maps, I did like basically only Promenade and Summit. I hate Carcass, so I didn't do Carcass. So we did Promenade and Summit, which really reduced our spawn rate of Guardians, or of Cyrus Guardians and Cyrus himself. So you can also make a lot of currency just spamming a map with Zanas and getting that. Something to note is you can't spawn this type of influence inside a Zana mission. So when you're doing, say Promenade, and you get a Summit inside Promenade, you can't spawn your say Redeemer in New Vestir because you run a Summit inside a Zana mission. At least I didn't do it, not even once, and like on 100 Zanas, logically you would spawn influence at least once. Okay, so that's it for this short, I'm rambling, little science project I made. Next time I'll try do some beasts instead, and we'll see how profitable that is. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.